a good return here at all, as he'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. A gain of 3, second down. The Bears at 2-3 here to begin the new season. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. This defense for the Broncos, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The kick by McManus is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Again, Fields. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. He's got the connection downfield to Hamler. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. At about the 32. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. He'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a 1st down throw. Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Boy, this defense is circling early. A pick 6 there, and they are off to the races here this 1st quarter.
And, partner, when you get off to a 1st quarter lead like this, it really frees you up defensively to take some chances, really apply some heat. And that was just a tremendous play to pick that ball off and bring it back for a score.
17-0 our score after 1. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Going up the gun, Montgomery. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And it's 17-7. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 1st downs to help out with field position at the least.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd down, Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do, and right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their back.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. With Sean Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. Here's J.K. Scott now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Returnable here from the 38. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Montgomery. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 135 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to
touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurt yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be a look for a possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Fields. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They start the 2nd half here with Williams. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain...
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the 2nd half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Trey Hendrickson showing up his pass rush repertoire that time. 4th down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And McManus missed it. How about that? No good. Wide to the left. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than lack of concentration to me, because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They give it to Williams, running right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here's Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Albert O, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Broncos take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
McManus's point after is good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 42. A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
157 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Montgomery.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
11 more on that one and another first down. On the carry, it's Montgomery. Shoves him away. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 12 more yards there and another first down. They'll run with Montgomery. And he is in. Chicago. David Montgomery with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Bears are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Steelers keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
Fields trying to throw for it.
And he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets them even closer. Now a 2-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
68 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's the option play now to the left.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams.
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
They'll try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before.
Fielded right around the 8. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Fields going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Derwin James with a pick, and the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Denver. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession. And he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.